Okay, feedback part of the
Yes, yo.
stupid playtest. I mean,
Stupid playtest. What the
okay,
fuck?
who is gonna give?
Oh, buddy.
Trangen, give feedback.
I have only one playtest
Yeah,
feedback, guys. It's extremely short, 1 minute. Could
yeah.
you see me?
Yes, I see you.
Moon map. Okay, so please remove that annoying invisible wall from it. It pisses me off as hell. That's it. That's my
Okay,
feedback.
I'm gonna go
Okay,
next
anyone
because
else?
I need to
Nelson?
go if I
I
can.
have
Yeah.
I have one thing to
No,
Okay,
say.
Nelson,
Connex
Nelson,
won't
Nelson.
go.
Okay, Nelson, go. Nelson, go.
So, Nelson on City side, yes, you're spectating me probably
Yes.
already. I do not. It's only one playtest, but I think you kind of took the map in the wrong direction. I think you kind of made the layout to Foursquare-y and took out the nice routing you had going on with the super connector and how the mid worked, and traded it off for having super weird CP pathing and yeah, connecting paths between the bomb sites in general. I do not like the mid changes. I think should just go back to the version you sent me and playtest that for once. I do not like how this connects super weirdly into CT, and then you have like 1, 2, 3. Well, I mean, this is just a drop, but like 3, 4 paths directly next to each other. And then over here you have like this drop, which is super unintuitive if you're down here that you can be seen from. If you're playing here, you think you're like playing against heaven, like an off angle or like a copy spot, but they can just clear you but while rotating, so it makes no sense. And then you also have this and this connecting path. It's just super annoying to play in this entire city area. It's not fun. I do not like how middle connects for cities. It's a drop down, so you cannot like if you're playing here, you're playing super passive, and if they actually use util, you have to fall off. And this angle is kind of a big disadvantage for you because they can peek you from down here and from up here at the same time. So you're basically holding a double angle. And if you're going down here, it doesn't make things better as then you're holding this and close at the same time. So it's you never really feel comfortable holding middle as CT. I guess the only way you can really feel that is back here, but even then they can do the jump up to the roof, but you can't. So yeah, it's just not that fun holding middle, I think. Yeah, honestly, the bomb side still played great. I still love the A and B mains. I'm not so sure about this headshot angle over here. I do not like this like Inferno apartment style gameplay where like you can just like duck and whoever hits the fucking head first wins. Do not think that's fun. And you have a lot of similar stuff going on in the middle where you have all these headshot angles you're playing around and then these headshot angles and then these headshot angles when you're coming out of CT and then this headshot angle if you're playing up there as T. It's just a lot if the fight actually goes short range.
Nice
Also
and
the
4.
angles thank you. Also the angles from inside here are really fucking annoying because the T can just like do this. Ooh, ooh, ooh. It's not fun. I guess that kind of concludes my feedback. I would just yeah, I already said that, but I want to say that again. I think you just should go back to the version you sent me with the different middle and still having the super connector and the more basic CT and see how that plays because I do not did not really enjoy the connect like the rotations on this map. Did not feel great. That's
Uh,
it.
next person, Connex. Yes.
Can I go?
I
Oh,
just have
No.
one thing.
never mind.
Okay, Connex, you can
The
talk.
timings between T and CT to mid,
Yeah.
like, is really off because the T's come like at the same timing as the CTs does, so it's really weird.
Who should come first? You. Yeah. CT.
CTs
Yes.
always.
Yes. Very good. Yes. Next person.
Can I go?
Who is?
Yes.
Yeah. Who is?
Robbie Bobby.
Yes, Robbie Bobby. I'm watching you.
Okay. To add to Nelson's thing about picking here, I would say just add a wall here, maybe like a tiny wall, you know, something like on dust to like trims on A. speaking of A, I think it was a fun site to push and retake, but
Mm.
as soon as you're starting to lose a city, you have nowhere else to go but here, and that is very slow. And the T's can just rush you from here because they have staircase. I feel like you should have a bit more safer options for cities to fall back. And also, speaking of that, I don't really like the pathing in this area at all. You have to kind of go around like this to get up here. And yes, you can go here, but you're kind of going back. You're spawning like facing this way. You don't really know that this is here, so it's kind of annoying pathing. Sorry, my nose is very bad. Here on B, I feel like this was maybe a bit underused because this takes you up here and it's a much nicer angle to peak. Yeah.
No, sorry.
Okay. It's a much nicer angle to peak, I would say. It's a lot safer, and you can just kind of peek everything slowly. Meanwhile, if you go here, you are exposed to pretty much a lot of angles right off the bat, like from here, stuff. And also, you are exiting from underneath the bridge, which is also kind of unsafe because there could be a player here. I feel like either making it a bit stronger or have more connections so it has more purpose. Okay, I can't really breathe anymore and I have no feedback left, so I guess
Yes.
that's it.
Anyone else, Vincent?
Yes. Can I go?
Are you? Is it
Hexic.
Vincent? No,
No.
Hexic. Hexic.
Hexic, yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, so I agree that this thing should not be clipped. I don't see. I feel like it would even make a cool retake angle, kind of an off angle maybe. Middle, super weird. I kind of think, it's a worse Mirage, I'm afraid. There's a lot of headshot angles, a lot of weird fights. It doesn't really play very well. It felt very bad to play compared to the rest of the map. I mean, I feel like if I was going to suggest like patchwork fixes without like completely reverting it, I'd probably just say like get rid of this so you can like hide down here as like a cubby. But even then, that creates a problem where you're playing like these really like vertical angles, which is still a problem on this. I just say remove like rework this middle. I think this middle had some cool ideas. I kind of like how this works. I'm not quite sure about the fact that you have to boost to get to CT spawn. I don't think that there are many maps that
You can
do
just
that.
jump over, you know.
Well, it's like a skill jump even.
Yeah, it's an easy skill jump.
Yeah, look
but
at this.
I'm
Look at
bad.
these
I'm
guys.
bad at KZ though. Well, I'm fucking feedbacking here. Come on, get him.
He just made a jump.
Die!
Okay, continue.
A site. I didn't mind the angles on A site. I just think it's really claustrophobic. I feel like this whole thing could do with just being a bit bigger. It's just, I mean, the angles are all fine, but it feels like, if either team has like control of half the bottom site, they've got control of the whole bottom site because it's so cramped trying to play any of these like off angles that you've got. And this is stupid. This is like a crouch into a drop. I feel like there are so many things that exist like to kind of nerf CT timings rather. Like you can't jump up here, which is fucking stupid. Yeah, this whole CT spawn pathing needs redoing. There's no reason for this to exist as a drop down. I don't think it's just clutter. This fence should not be here, and because you should just be able to jump up here. Because I don't think it would like. I understand that if you take away all of these, like the crouch and the fence and whatever, it might make CT timings too powerful. That's just kind of a skill issue. You should find a less intrusive way to fix that. I like the heaven. I thought that was interesting and unique. A ramp is kind of weird. It's obviously like Mirage ramp, another sort of thing ripped from Mirage, which isn't like a bad thing, but it creates headshot angles. It's very steep. And the same thing here. This is basically a headshot angle peak. CTs don't want to be coming up here if they think that there's a fight to be taken because it's just fucking weird. Why the fuck? Why is this like this? I know it's like supposed to be a bridge over this like house or whatever, but like if you can't take a fight there when you probably would want to, and it's kind of stupid. It's kind of silly. Anything else? I don't think so. I like B site. B site was pretty fun.
Yes.
Uh,
Then I give feedback. Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Map feeling was pretty good, but map was middle super dumb because T's get here faster than CTs, so you can just hold. So middle was super T-sided, and that was super dumb. It was nice that you could boost here, and then you can jump over. It's super fun to push as a CT. But I will like having only one peak. It's like imagine, and you can't. I don't know. Imagine like this that uh, Mirage, but without a short, because that's how it felt. I don't know the timing really. They could go down here, but it was like super T-side on middle. It's so difficult to fight as a CT, and you could not play with each other. You're like isolated. He's isolated here, and he's isolated here. So if they just hold back here, he can't help him. Like, yeah, it's just isolated, super isolated. It's so dumb. It would be one thing if this is isolated for him. That's one thing. But this one, the deep CT, is isolated. That's super dumb. Yeah. B site, I think it was nice that it was open and that the A site was more closed. Very nice. This was kind of like A site had no good places to play. I felt like I felt super lost. You could not push down here. This was a headshot angle for the T's. So not only the like push and have the disadvantage of that, but they had a headshot angle. This was super impossible. This was kind of interesting that they got two different, so you could not play here. That I think I did not like that because they already have this to set it off, but then they also got this, so you could not play this. Uh, the CTs could generally not attack. They could not attack on here because it's so long and everything. They could not attack on middle because T-sided, T timing, and they could not attack on A. So CTs was pretty much lost. The only reason we could ever attack on a middle it was because I landed some super good shots, and like otherwise it was impossible. It was it did not feel like it was right. I generally like the map. It was fun. Like the last time I played it 1 year ago. So yeah. And this little thing, you need to fix this. You can't jump up here.